What's up, everybody? If you're struggling shooting the basketball, this is a very important concept, and I promise if you can really get good at this, you will become a better shooter. All right, to me, this is one of the most important, if not the most important concept when it comes to shooting the ball. All right, so we're just going to dive into it, and it has to do with your shooting hand and your guide hand and how to get your shooting hand in the center of the ball on the release of the basketball. So let me start by saying the release of the ball, your shooting hand should be in the center of the ball, number one. Number two, your palm needs to get square to the rim on the release of the ball. All right, so let me give you an example. And some players go late with the shooting hand, some players go early. But the bottom line is, at the end of your shot, your shooting hand needs to be under the ball, in the center of the ball, and it needs to get square to the rim. So if the camera was the rim right now, you're gonna notice on the release, my shooting hand gets square to the rim, and it releases off the center of my hand, all right? Now, it can be early, like I mentioned, where my palm is square early. Or elite level shooters also can be late, where their palm literally stays like this the entire time, and right before they release the ball, you're gonna see their palm turn to the rim at that last second to get squared up and then release, all right? And again, this is body composition, and it's really preference of the type of shooter you are, and obviously has a lot to do with your hand placement and your lift path, all right? But now, let's focus how to actually get to that spot. How do we make sure that we can get our hand in the center of the ball, and how do we make sure that we can get that palm square on the release? And that's where these four concepts come into play. All right, so the first one we're gonna talk about is a perfect catch or perfect gather. And this is obviously ideal. We want to be able to catch with our hands set. We want to be able to gather with our hands set, and then not make any adjustments on our lift path and on our release, all right? So again, if I catch the ball here, I'm in a comfortable position. I start to go up into my shot. I'm not making any adjustments with my hands because my palm is in a good spot where I can just get into my release with my palm square, my hand in the center of the ball. All right, that's ideal, all right? Perfect catch or gather. Now, the next three are more difficult and require a lot of skill. So you have to really work on these next three, all right? Second one is moving the basketball in the guide hand. All right, what this means, if I catch the basketball here, my hands aren't in a great spot. Obviously, if I just go up into my shot right now, my shooting hand and palm is not square to the rim. So I have to make adjustments. I can catch, and obviously too, I can catch and move the ball in my guide hand in order to get my shooting hand, or give my shooting hand and the ability to get square to the basket. So I'll catch, get here, move the ball in my guide hand, and then come up into my shot. So that's one concept, moving in the guide hand. The third one is actually moving the shooting hand, and I don't see players working on this enough, and I don't see trainers and coaches teaching this enough because it actually seems like it's wrong, but it's really necessary at a higher level to shoot the basketball. And let me give you an example of this. If I was driving to my right as a righty and I went left right into a shot and I gather the ball here, there's a lot of pressure right now on my left hand. So it's almost impossible for me to gather the ball and move the basketball in that guide hand in order to get up into my shot. So for this example, I would get here, and as I start to come up or earlier, I would go one, start to move my shooting hand in order to get in the center of the ball into my release, as you can see. So I'll go slow with this. That would look like left, right. I'm here, I'm moving that shooting hand to get under the ball and square to the basket. And again, that can happen early, or it can happen as I come up, and some players actually do it at that last second where they'll turn and shoot the basketball, all right? And that's obviously at a high level. So again, moving the shooting hand, it could also be off the catch. I can catch the ball here. If there's a lot of pressure on my left hand, I'm not gonna catch it and move it this way because there's too much pressure. So I would catch here, move my shooting hand to get into the center of the ball, and then square. And then the fourth one is moving both hands, which is pretty common, especially with a difficult pass or a difficult gather. So if I get a bad pass, for example, I'm here, my hands aren't in a great spot, I might have to move both hands to get reset, or I'll catch, move both hands to get them set, and then come up into my shot. Or even if I catch and start to come up, I can move these both hands and get into my release, all right? So now I'll dive into 4 different drills that can really help you with these concepts. So again, perfect catch, perfect gather, fine, no adjustments. Second one, moving the basketball in your guide hand, your opposite hand. You're here, you're moving it in that hand. Third one, move the shooting hand. Actually move it. So you're catching, you're moving that shooting hand to make sure you get in the center of the ball and square it to the rim. And then that fourth one is moving both hands to make sure your hands are set, all right? And guys, again, extremely important concept. I promise, if you really focus and work on these and get really good at it in all situations, you will be a better shot maker and raise your shooting percentage, especially when it comes to shooting difficult shots. Obviously, catch and shoot, those are easy especially when you're open, but if you're a little bit rushed or you're going off the dribble in a tough situation, these are really going to help you raise your shooting percentage. So let's dive into the 4 drills.